Because of the many changes that have been going on with Teachers Pay Teachers recently, a lot of sellers and potential sellers have begun to wonder if Teachers Pay Teachers is still a good investment of their time. And while everyone's different and has different goals, I still think that Teachers Pay Teachers is an excellent opportunity. And today I'm going to give you 5 reasons why I think so. Hello everyone, my name is Sherry from Rolling Acres Education. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back if this is not your first time. And Teachers Pay Teachers has been around since like 2006, so I doubt that this is the first time that they've made changes. They've made a lot of the sellers unhappy. It's probably happened several times, and it's still growing, it's still thriving, and a lot of teachers are still making a lot of money. But you may be thinking, well, I haven't really started, and I just don't know if this is worth my time. Well, I'm going to give you 5 reasons why I think it is worth your time. And the first reason is you're a teacher. And you're thinking, yeah, that's pretty obvious, I know that. But what I mean by that is that no one is more equipped than teachers to deal with change, to be thrust into a situation where you've got to adjust, your thinking and your way of doing things. You have to compromise. You have to learn new things. This is just a part of being a teacher. And I don't know if you saw, but recently Dave Ramsey, or I don't know how recent it was, I saw it recently, had an article or something where he was sharing the 5 professions of millionaires, the top 5 professions of millionaires. And guess who was right there in the middle at number 3? Teachers. Now, why is that? It's definitely not because of our teaching salaries. We know that. But I'm going to link that article below so that you can read it for yourself. But here's what I think. I think no one is more equipped to do what it takes to run your own business, because it's about skills, yes, but it's about being willing to change. It's about being willing to adapt, to grow, to just do what it takes to get the job done. And I just don't think anyone's more equipped than teachers to do that. Number 2, it's still a great opportunity. There are still a lot of teachers making a lot of money. Now, yes, it's still hard work. And is it going to be harder now than before? I don't know. Yes and no. I think for teachers who are really putting everything into it and are willing to do what it takes to make a good product, to do all the right things, uploading it and all that it's actually going to be better for them. Now, does that mean that if you're struggling with all this new stuff that I'm saying that you didn't work hard or put everything into it? No. What I'm saying is that with all these changes, it's the people who are going to be like, okay, I just got to do what I got to do. For example, one of the things that they're saying the new algorithm really takes into consideration and favors are previews. I had no previews on my bundles, none. Now, of course, I did, and I've explained this before. When you upload a bundle, Teachers Pay Teachers uploads the previews that you made for each individual product in that bundle, but I never made like an overall bundle preview because I didn't think it was necessary. However, Teachers Pay Teachers is favoring PDF previews on all products, and so myself and a lot of other Teacher Pay Teacher authors are going back to their resources that don't have PDF previews, and they're uploading PDF previews because they want their business to be successful and they're willing to do what it takes. Is it a pain? Yes, but is it any worse than being a teacher? No. Okay? It's no harder than being a teacher. So I just think that it's still a great opportunity. You still have the opportunity to make a lot of money if you're willing to grow and learn and just keep doing what needs to be done. Number 3, you really don't have much to lose. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that you can start a Teachers Pay Teachers store without spending a single penny. But you can definitely start one without spending very much. If you've watched many of my videos, I'm big on buying that premium account. I think it's important to buy the premium account if you really are serious about going all in on this business. But you can just get the basic and not have to pay anything to start. You probably already have internet, you probably already have a computer, and you probably have some programs that you can use to create your resources. So you may be able to start for just pennies. It's not going to cost you a whole lot to get started. So if it's something that you really, really think you might be interested in, what have you got to lose? Okay, yeah, maybe a little time, but if you're still in the classroom, these are probably resources that you can use in the classroom. So I just think it's a great return on your investment. It doesn't cost very much to get started, and you can make a lot of money. Number 4, and this is absolutely positively one of my favorites, and that is flexibility. The flexibility of working Teachers Pay Teachers. Now, I tutored online, I taught online, I'd worked with OutSchool, I worked with VIP Kid, I worked with another company, I can't remember the name of it, and although you do have some flexibility, you're still kind of somewhat at the mercy of other people's schedules. If you've worked with VIP Kid, it was very stressful because they had very strict cancellation policy, and if something came up and you had to cancel a class, especially like within 24 hours, there were a lot of penalties, and it was rough, and it was, like I said, stressful. And what I love about Teachers Pay Teachers is, although there's some things that I really need to be totally focused on, I need quiet, there's a lot of things I can do in this business while I have the girls with me, and sometimes even when they're playing right there in their room, there are still things that I can do to work on this business. I can set my own schedule. I can work 24 hours one day and not all the next day. I can work 2 hours here. Wherever I can fit in the time, I can work my Teachers Pay Teachers business. It's not trading time for money. Now, maybe in the beginning, you're trading a lot of time for little money, but if you stick with it, eventually there can come a time where you can take some time off and you are still making money. So I just love the flexibility of this business, and plus you get to kind of do what you want. You get to make the curriculum that you want to make within reason, as long as it's something that someone's going to want to buy. And then number 5, and this is another huge one, it's a great foundation. If you are a teacher who is wanting to start your own teacherpreneur business, Teachers Pay Teachers is a great place to start. You can work on it while you're still in the classroom. You can work on it when it's available for you to work on. You don't have to be tied into someone else's schedule. It's just a great opportunity to start building your own Teacher Pay Teacher business, not Teachers Pay Teachers, teacherpreneur business, without having to leave the classroom or without having to be at the mercy of other people's schedule. And I'm going to just tell you that I have learned so much this year. Yes, I've made some money, but really what has been more valuable to me are the skills that I've learned. I've learned graphic design skills. I've learned some tech skills. I've learned business principles. I've learned what it takes to run a business. I've just learned so much that was free. I've just learned it by doing it. And Teachers Pay Teachers, even if you're not as wildly successful as you want to be on it, it is a good place to start developing skills, learning how to run your own business, learning about taxes, learning about, whether or not you need an LLC or whether you're not, a business account, and how to manage your time. And there's just so many things that you learn from running a Teachers Pay Teachers business that can help you if you want to branch out into other areas. And if you have those products up there and you want to branch out into other areas, those products are there. You upload them and you're done. I believe in going back and updating your products, make sure that, you making changes to them, making tweaks to them, especially as you're learning and growing. I've gone back and made a lot of mine a lot better. I constantly am updating mine. But, of course, that doesn't take anywhere near as long as creating a product. So if you decided, I want to try something else, I've done pretty well here, but this is not really what I want to do, you have that income from your Teachers Pay Teachers while you venture out into something else. So I'm telling you, I am not exaggerating when I say that the skills that I have learned this past year have been more valuable than the money. Now, the money's been nice, but the skills have been just, like I've said, invaluable. And the number one thing is the confidence it's given me. That I can do this. I can run my own business. I can run a successful business. And so Teachers Pay Teachers is just a good foundation for getting your foot in the door to maybe doing other things you want to do. Maybe you want to start your own tutoring business, or maybe you want to write your own curriculum, or maybe you want to create a course to help others in some area where you feel you have expertise. There's just so many things that you can do as a teacherpreneur, and Teachers Pay Teachers is just a good way to get your foot in the door, get you a foundation, learn how to run a business, and these products that you're creating can help you. You can sell them on other sites. You can, like I said, eventually learn how to write your own curriculum for a whole year. I mean, there's just so many things that Teachers Pay Teachers can be a springboard to. And so many people, like myself, come into this thinking, oh, I'm just going to start a Teachers Pay Teacher store, make a little money off that, and end up going even further than they ever dreamed. And so I am so grateful for Teachers Pay Teachers. It is a business. They are going to make decisions that they think is right for the business. And really, if Teachers Pay Teachers fails, then you don't have that platform anymore. So I just think that we just have to think, okay, this is a business. They're going to do what they think they have to do. We can appeal to them, but we just have to roll with the flow. And nobody's better at doing that than teachers. So just remember, you've got this. God's got you. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.